Then and Isaac, could you please tell us where is Ouvea Island?
Okay, so Ouvea Island, it is located in the northmost of the Loyalty Islands, and Ouvea Island is nearest to Caledonia, New Caledonia.
What is the terrain of Ouvea Island then?
Mostly the terrain of the Ouvea Island is like everything is forest because it's a deserted island, and it's there are a lot of beaches and everything. And the hills don't really go more than 40 meters above the ground.
What is the climate of Ouvea Island?
The climate there is mostly warm. The best weather are usually on May, June, July, and August. September, October, November, and December. March has the most rainfall.
Hello, Sarah. Since you know a lot about shelters in Ouvea Island, would you like us to tell about the shelters? So, what type of shelter do you need to build?
There are a lot of different shelters that you can build around this place.
Hello, Sarah. So you know a lot about shelters in Ouvea Island. So can you tell us some types of shelters that we would need to build if we are lost?
The types of shelters that you can build is, there's a lot. There's the lean-to, there's a tarp, there's like the fallen tree. I would say the best one that you could build is the tarp because it's the most safest around here.
Okay, so where do you actually need to build a shelter?
The best spot that you can actually build a shelter is somewhere high because that's the higher you are, the warmer you are in the night. And then also near water is the best. Find a lot of water around there.
Okay, so where do you actually get the materials in the forest?
Materials. You can get sticks and rocks. There's like a ton around you. And then you can get vines like near trees. It's not that hard to find. You should just make sure that the vines are quite stable. That's all.
Okay, so how do you actually build the shelter?
How do you build a shelter? That depends on the type of shelter that you're choosing.
So like you're building the tarp, like how do you build the tarp?
Basically you just get, find two trees, get a vine, tie two ends together to one tree and another tree, and basically get sticks to make like the A-frame, something like the A-frame. Like a stable frame, you know what I mean? So you make a frame and then you just cover it up with leaves and that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Tell me about food and water in Ouvea Island. What wild food can you find?
So there are a wide variety of foods. There are a lot of fish, crabs, and there are coconut, sandalwood fruits, and sandalwood nuts, which can all be found there.
Where in the world can you find the
Sandalwood nuts are found in arid locations and are usually found in midwinter.
Why? Tell us about the food and water in Ouvea Island.
A wide variety of fish are easily found there. You can also find many crabs, you can find coconuts and sandalwood nuts and fruits.
Where and when can you get the food?
Sandalwood nuts are found in arid locations. They can be found in midwinter. Coconuts are found by beaches because that's where coconut trees are. Crabs are found by the coast. Fish in shallow waters. Yeah.
How do you get the food? Do you hunt or something?
If you want to get coconuts, you have to climb up a coconut tree. To climb up a coconut tree, you have to use your dominant hand to pull you up the tree. Use your other hand to hold you so you don't fall down. And you have to hold your knife between your mouth to cut down the coconuts when you get to the top.
How to cook the food?
To cook crabs, you boil them for about 10 minutes. And to cook fish, you just roast them for 8 to 10 minutes over a fire.
How to filter or get clean water?
To get clean water, you have to make something called a soda water still. So you have to dig a deep hole, place any container in it, fill it with damp things, which are basically leaves, and then cover it with a flat object, like a flat leaf, and then anchor it down with rocks, place a small rock in the middle, and then wait for it to condense, and then you'll get drinking water.
Thank you.
Joshua, you are doing about safety on Ouvea Island. So what is the danger there?
The danger in Ouvea Island. There are not many dangerous animals, but coconut plants can be dangerous. Poisonous plants do live on the island, and you must be careful of tropical storms.
Hello Joshua, what is the danger in Ouvea Island?
The danger in Ouvea Island are coconut crabs, poisonous plants, and there are tropical storms.
Okay, so how do you make weapons to combat the danger?
The best weapon to make is a spear. To make a spear, you should get a stick that is at least 2 times longer than your arm. Sharpen the tip you want to be the point, and then that's your spear.
Okay, so how do you use a spear?
To throw a spear, you face like a team-fold face when you throw a stone or ball, and then throw the spear.
Okay. So how do you treat an injury?
To treat injuries, you have to apply pressure at the wound, then wash the wound, and if you have any cloth, tear it, short pants any, and then tie it around the wound.
How do you stop bug attacks?
To stop bug attacks, you should check for ticks often on your body, and you should find plants that can ward off bugs, and if you don't have any of those, cover yourself in mud to avoid them.
Okay.
Hi. Alright, so other helpful tips. Alright, so first one is how to cut trees. How do you cut trees?
How do you cut trees? So you just need a pocket knife and a sturdy stick like a club or something, and then you put your knife at a 45-degree angle so you can cut the tree easily, and then you hit the club on the knife really hard until it's all the way to the edge, and then you run away because the tree might fall down on you.
Alright. So how do you set up? Okay. So what materials do you use to make a fire?
What materials can you use to make a fire? So there are a lot of materials, but these are the best materials like western red cheddar, birch bark, pine cones, fireweed, and wood shavings. So the best one is wood shavings.
Alright. So how do you set up a fire?
So how do you set up a campfire? So basically we are making a long cabin because long cabin is the most long-lasting fire, and you need a long-lasting fire. So we just need to put fuels, big sticks around to make a square, and you put tinders everywhere around it, and you put some kindlings in the middle. After that, you just put leaves on the top, dead leaves, and you ignite it, and you have your long cabin.
How do you sharpen your tool knife that is with you?
How do you sharpen your pocket knife? So you take a flat stone, right? And then you take your pocket knife and start to cut it at 30 degrees. Like this should be the flat stone, and then your knife should be sharpened at 30 degrees, right? And you do it on both sides, and you touch the side of the knife, only the side. If it's rough, then you need to sharpen it more. And if you feel it's smooth, that means it's already sharpened.